Welcome back! In this module, we are breaking down each domain of the MoCA in detail. Each task on the test serves a unique purpose in detecting cognitive impairment. This lesson focuses on one of the simplest-looking, but highly informative, tasks on the MoCA, the naming section. Despite its apparent simplicity, the naming task offers powerful diagnostic clues, especially for identifying issues related to language processing and semantic memory. In this lesson, you'll learn how the naming task works, what skills it evaluates, and how to score it with precision. What is the naming task? A quick overview. In the MoCA, the naming task is a brief section where the test taker is shown 3 black and white drawings of animals and asked to name them. The animals are not everyday pets, which means that naming them requires word retrieval, semantic memory, and sometimes inferencing based on knowledge. This is not simply a vocabulary test, it's a cognitive challenge that targets specific brain functions. Purpose of the naming task: what cognitive functions does it assess? The naming task evaluates language-related abilities, particularly confrontational naming. Can the person name something when they see it? Lexical access. How easily can they retrieve a word from memory? Semantic knowledge. Do they understand what the image represents? Visual perceptual processing. Are they recognizing the shapes accurately? This is particularly useful in detecting early language decline, common in conditions such as Alzheimer's disease, primary progressive aphasia, or stroke-related aphasia. The 3 animals in the MoCA. Commonly used images. Lion, a large cat with a mane, may be called tiger or big cat by someone unsure. Rhinoceros, often mistaken for a hippo or dinosaur, requires knowledge of unique features like the horn. Camel, distinct for its humps, may be confused with a horse or llama. These animals are not labeled or hinted, so performance is based on recognition and verbal recall. Scoring the naming task. Scoring guidelines: 1 point for each correct response, total of 3 points, 0 points for incorrect or missing names. Phonemic variations are acceptable. Example: rhino for rhinoceros. No cues or assistance allowed. If the test taker self-corrects within a few seconds, credit is usually still given. Clinical note: consistent errors in this section can suggest anomia, semantic memory decline, or aphasia. Cultural or educational differences may be considered when scoring. What makes this task so testable? Why this shows up in exams? It's objective and easy to score. Right or wrong, no partial credit. Affects total MoCA score meaningfully, up to 3 points. Errors in naming are common early indicators of dementia. Exam questions may ask, which animals are used in the MoCA naming section? What is being assessed in the naming domain? How is this section scored? What cognitive impairment might a low naming score suggest? Lesson recap. Naming, animal identification. The naming task in the MoCA involves identifying 3 uncommon but recognizable animals: lion, rhinoceros, and camel. Though the task seems simple, it reveals important information about language retrieval, semantic memory, and object recognition. It contributes a maximum of 3 points to the total score and is a sensitive indicator of early language and memory impairments. Mastering this task and understanding its scoring is essential, not just for passing the MoCA certification, but for accurately interpreting cognitive function in real-world settings.